it early. There we go. Let's have some little music.
Let me just take my. Let me take my.
There we go. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry, just gentlemen. Just off the fact tells me I'm live. Oh, bloody hell. That was magic.
Yeah.
It froze your image earlier and then you suddenly had your top off.
Mm-hmm.
But we're not doing the strip poker stream. We're doing that another night.
No, unfortunately.
Right. Oh, Jay's here already.
What's up, Jay?
We've got too many right wingers on the show. I thought you'd be in your dress and at the Marvels tonight rather than.
Is that? Does it come out today?
Yeah.
Yeah, that movie's going to bomb. I don't know anybody who's got any sort of interest in that film whatsoever.
No. Right, let's play this because I know you've got a stream right after this. Have you got a copy this time to watch?
No.
Oh. I should have checked beforehand. So yes, this is.
I don't know any of the Carry On films on DVD or VHS.
Well, I meant have you got something to watch?
Oh, yeah, I've got it on a website. So
there we go. So yeah, there's going to be some differences here. I think I'm not sure if my VHS is cut because it's a PG.
My version is 1 hour 24:54.
Yeah, that's what mine is.
Right, okay.
But the VHS says it's 2 hours, 126 minutes.
Yeah,
but I think that's a mistake.
Yeah, I think so. I don't think any Carry On film's ever been that long. So I think this Carry On film has got. I'm right in thinking it's got all the sort of like the classic characters, as in on the the box set.
Yeah,
it's got like the main. It's like the 6-7 heads. Sid James, Barbara Windsor.
Yeah, Sid James, Kenneth Williams, Charles Hawtrey, Terry Scott, not normally in them, but Barbara Windsor, Bernard Bresslaw, Hattie Jakes. Who's missing?
So Kenneth Williams is in it. Charles Hawtrey, Sid James, Barbara Windsor, Joan Sims, Hattie Jakes. That's it, isn't it? They're like the main.
Oh, Joan Sims, is she in this?
Yeah, Joan Sims.
No, why isn't she mentioned on the back?
She's the girlfriend of Sid James.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. She's not mentioned on the back.
No, it's strange. Because they're like the core classic. You've got to have at least 4 of them in it for it to qualify for me.
So yeah, this was filmed in November in 1968. So this is like the 25th. No, sorry, what did I say? 55th anniversary of it being filmed. And then we get. Oh, sorry, they are showing nudity.
Oh, yeah, we got gratuitous nudity in this.
But this is a real nudist film, apparently. Apart from the girl that pops her head out of the.
Yeah, it does look
tent is
like stock footage of an actual.
But the rest is it's like a film called Nudist Paradise from 1958 or something. Oh yeah, there she is. Yeah, but the blonde popping her head out of the tent is a new girl from the made for this film.
So this film,
Sally Shyness.
So this film is a PG, right?
Yes.
Like, how does he get away with a PG?
Because nudism, I guess, was a documentary. Those aren't the tents you're looking at.
Do you know who played Joan Sims' best friend in this? Which TV soap she appeared in?
No, I have no idea about soaps.
She was at Ivy Tilsley in Coronation Street.
Exactly, I wouldn't know that. But I think we're safe. Look at this smoking in the cinema, and it seems to be 99% men in the cinema too.
Yeah.
Right, let's see who's in the chat, because I'm ignoring everyone. So, sorry, Jay says hello to you. Evening, G-Man. Oh, evening, friends. Yep. Ooh. Good evening, friends. You were the one that sold me the stool. Don't you start, Jay. Get my name
how-
out
how-
your mouth.
How old was Sid James when this was made? The fact that he's hitting on a schoolgirl. I know Barbara Windsor was
Yeah.
obviously older than that
30
in
something.
real life.
Yeah,
but-
all the schoolgirls are 30 in their 30s, but they are.
Yeah.
It does call them schoolgirls in this. The perky schoolgirls and the grumpy old goat. But oh shit, Morny does he? I can't tell.
You
what-
might as well wait until. You might as well wait for a couple of minutes.
Yeah, I was surprised. I guess this is a re-release from the 2003, so it's the uncut version. Rhythmically bending over to touch their toes. Oh my god!
Yeah, Sid James. Do you know which city Sid James was from?
No,
Well, do you know which country he's from?
South Africa.
Yeah, he's from Johannesburg.
Is
Well,
he?
apparently
that
when
was
he
South
landed-
Africa.
Yeah. No, he's South African, yeah. But when he came to England, within like 6 months, he just adopted a Cockney accent to get TV roles, and he
No.
looked
Well,
damn convincing as well. Like you'd never guess
Yeah,
he was
we'll
from
never
South
get-
Africa, but
no. Oh. So yeah, Terry Scott. Apparently, he was allegedly a right bastard, according to some. But yeah, I don't know if we'll get Blu-rays because some of them are out on Blu-ray, but not all of them. So I don't know why. Some steelbook selling action going on here. Oh, Dr.
don't
Impossible's
like
here
his
for the
wi-
expanding bra sequence.
I don't like
Yeah, what?
Terry Scott's wife in this movie. She's just,
No, that look cackle.
yeah, she's just too annoying.
And apparently she told someone on set that she would die with a gin in her hand, and for early 2000s, that's exactly what she did. About 48 hours or something after going into a old folks home, she died with a gin in her hand on the floor, having a seizure or something. So, but look at these lovely 60s living rooms.
Yeah, I don't know where this is meant. It's meant to be sort of like set somewhere on the suburbs of London because he mentions, you know, we can walk for mile upon mile in London and not like come across anything, you know, any muddy fields or something. But
Everyone's here for the. Oh yeah, there you go. There we go. So Michael Myers has admitted he's here for the boobs. But I think this when she pops out the tent, the bit that wasn't filmed for the nudist camp, that was the first boobs in a Carry On film.
yeah, I suppose the earlier Carry On films were a lot more gentle, you could say. You know, until they get to like the maybe Carry On
Yeah,
Doctor.
they were.
The early ones were very different.
Yeah.
You know, the Carry On Sergeant, Carry On Constable, but they were in black and white.
Yeah,
and they
that's
got a bit more
with
risque.
the times.
Yeah. I think this is the golden time, you know, like late 60s. It's kind of like the golden era for the Carry On films.
I forgot to reinvestigate.
I'll have to
that,
rewatch
but
that. If you can give me a timestamp for that scene, I'll.
It's the fight
I'll
scene,
go and
isn't
check
it?
it out.
I can't remember
Yeah.
if it was early or later in the film. But yeah. Oh, good evening, Playing Down Under. Good morning, sorry. Oh dear. These two are kicking off. The censor apparently wanted to cut the scene, so the makers told them it passed the nudist film beforehand and they left it. Yeah, that makes sense. Thank you, Michael, because it counts as art or documentary or something that you're allowed it in. So you can have as many nudist films. Maybe I'll try that on YouTube one day, see what happens.
I don't think
Play a
it'll
nudist
work.
film.
Not with YouTube.
Get my copies of Health and Efficiency out. Oh, here we go. Boggle and Lug Plumbing and Sanitation.
Yeah,
And
love
there's
that
the
name.
Quartz shop.
Yeah, the girl in this scene who's like works in the shop is just
Yeah.
hot as hell. I don't know who she is.
Yeah, she's
damn
in like
fine.
Bond films, Hammer films, everything back then.
Stunning woman.
Yeah. Do you like camping? Perverts.
I wonder how many people back in the late 60s, you know, I mean, when I was watching these films as a kid, never really got onto Charles Hawtrey being gay. It's so obvious now, but
No, it's ridiculous. He's always after something in this, and then
yeah.
His mother visited set while he was making this, and I think she wore a black veil and stayed in this caravan or whatever on all the whole time she was visiting. Because she must have been very old by the time this came out, because he doesn't look like a spring chicken. Yes, keep it clean, please. This is a family
Probably only
channel.
about 35.
Oh, I've got a certain Charles Hawtrey about me, have I? Bloody hell. Shit, I can see it now. Oh yeah, Jay's the Bernard Bresslaw, big and husky, the bear of the community. Apparently, some of the double entendres were taken out, especially the word erection when it was mentioned about a tent later on.
I just like the fact that it's probably the only time I can use it in a conversation. I can use the word bawdy as a word, because that's the only time I hear a Carry On film description. It's like bawdy comedy. I was like, I've never used that word ever in any other scenario apart from describing a Carry On film.
Yeah, because
it's one of my favourite
Cockney
words.
Sparrow, Sidney Boggle, reckons a holiday on the canvas is just a ticket when getting his girl between the sheets. With his henpecked pal Bernie in tow, the pair try to persuade their less than pliable partners to join them on a rustic romp at Paradise Camp, throw in a stern matron, a posse of perky schoolgirls, and a grumpy old goat, and all the ingredients for a classic carry-on caper. Oh, there's no room for socialist values in this. That's why they get rid of the hippies at the end.
I don't know, tall Bernard Bresslaw must have been about a good 6'4", 6'5".
Yeah, he's massive, isn't he? That's why he played the giant in Krull. What's he got? The one-eye guy. Oh, Jay. G-Man's more of the Hattie Jakes type matron. But yeah, despite what she's wearing, she has the most wonderful eyes. There's technically boobage in a wall painting and screaming before camping. Okay, but I don't know if a painting counts. But I do love Carry On Screaming. In sunny Devon, it said. Look at that. There we go. Thank you. I knew someone would know her. Valerie Leon. She was in TSWLM, which is...
And there's Barbara Windsor in another fighting scene.
The Spy Who Loved Me. Oh, yeah. So Barbara Windsor is fighting... what's her name? From On the Buses. The Olive.
Olive? Is it?
Yep. You can't really see it. Because she doesn't keep still, but you see.
Yeah. What will see pussy lips in this scene?
She went on to play her sister in EastEnders.
Yeah, she did, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it's hard to tell because she's got different hair. She's not wearing glasses. But apparently it's Valerie, yes, thank you. Valerie was in. And some Hammer films. Oh, Jay's got this on DVD, but then I upgraded. Fuck. I thought it was something sensible. And the scene of watching the tent with the girl is weird given his obvious persuasion. Obvious? He's a gentleman. Shouting and screaming. Yeah, these are supposed to be teenage girls, but they're all in their 30s.
Yeah, because Barbara Windsor's
older than that.
Barbara Windsor was like 80 when she died, so she's probably born in about early 40s.
Something about sticking a pole up was cut, apparently. Yeah, there's a few of them. But they probably might be in this the Blu-ray version. Yeah, no, this is which one this is. Oh, see, I have an erection in my backyard. Oh, here we go. Suddenly the girls stopped fighting because of a couple of lads. Ooh, boys. Usual place in 5 minutes. Natron. Too love.
She had a bit of a thing for Kenneth Williams in. Was it Carry On Doctor? Where she had a thing for Kenneth Williams in that as well.
Yeah, because she mentions in this that she was a matron in a hospital, and he looks very familiar.
Oh right.
So I think she's supposed to be the same character, but he's not.
Oh, that's
sorry.
I never knew that. So we've got a shared universe going on with
Carry On Babes. Oh, yeah, apparently, no one subtle as it is. I was thinking about the girls, so was I exactly. But yeah, Valerie Leon and Angela Douglas were my go-to Carry On Babes. There certainly was plenty to choose from in this. Betty Martin, Terry Scott's hectoring wife, frequently steals the show with her bizarre laugh. A laugh that makes me want to wear my pants. What a Karen. Yeah, I'll try and play it when she comes back. She was very nervous about the bicycle made for two scene because she didn't like doing the bike stuff, as it were. What's the medieval 80s film? I think that's Krull, isn't it? Oh, see, I'm behind. Hang on, let's catch up. Olive from On the Buses. See, everyone knows. Why don't gentlemen in business wear bowler hats anymore?
People just don't dress like they used to.
Yeah, carry on at your convenience. It's not a bad one at the toilet.
I liked convenience. Yeah, I like it.
Yeah. Oh, she's on Carry On Loving too. I need to see Carry On Emmanuel. I know it's supposed to be terrible, but
I've never seen
it. Oh, I just
there's quite a few I've not seen.
It's weird.
There's some of the early ones I've never seen. I've not seen Columbus. I've not seen
Columbus. That's the last one in the 90s with all June Carey and yeah,
no,
I got it twice, but I'm watching it. Olive was actually quite fit. It was the glasses and makeup that made her look bad. Yeah, she made her look a lot older and a lot frumpier. Though these two,
I like the On the Buses. I think On the Buses did a broad film, didn't they?
I'm trying to think.
Sure, they did. There's an On the Buses movie which I quite like. I'm sure they go abroad.
There's three movies.
Oh no, they don't. So they go to Butlins. I mean, they go to like Butlins or something.
I don't know if it's Minehead or Skegness, but
yeah, I like that one. I do like Vegemani and Jack.
I think most of the censors cut out, and I lost the history, unfortunately. Yeah. And apparently, yeah. What's the name of this actress that's not on the back of my tape? But the one that's playing her mother. Hot. Which one?
Amazing now. Ivy, actually, from Coronation Street. I just associate with this old biddy from Coronation Street, but like when you see, she's actually quite nice looking. It's just.
Is it Dilys Lay?
Yeah, I think so.
This is her last Carry On film. Apparently, she was very late for some other filming, so. But whether that had anything to do with this being her last one. But yeah, the woman playing her mother is only 4 years older than the actress playing the daughter, apparently.
But when Sid comes around and he's talking to them, and it's like you'd think they were like a couple, like him and Bernard Brest, like a couple of 21-year-olds taking their girlfriends away on holiday, and they're like Sid James is like middle-aged man. They're all middle-aged basically, and it's just they're acting like they're in their early 20s. It's just weird.
Yeah, it's definitely aimed. It's supposed to be like they're playing it younger than they are. It's like she's living with her mum and not allowed to go out with boys. The other girl's very naive. Oh, sorry, I missed that one. Yeah, Frankie Howard. Which ones was he in?
He was in Doctor, wasn't he?
Yeah, Doctor ones, wasn't it? Yeah, I remember him in the hospital bed now.
Yeah, he was in one of. Was it the Jungle one or Khyber? Wasn't he one of them?
Carrying out the Khyber. Khyber was the one I made before this one. That's why they had to slash the budget for this one because
I always get Khyber mixed up with Up the Jungle. I can never always get them.
So do I. But yeah, isn't Terry Scott Tarzan in
the Jungle? Yeah.
What do you mean you don't need clothes? Convenience is really thank you. Yeah, it's good. Krull, there you go. I'm way behind. Columbus is the worst. Absolute torture to sit through. I need to watch it just for the sake of it. They did Holiday in Abundance. It was a Wales Pontins, so yeah, you could. It's the one in North Wales, is it? Which is called something.
Well, Pontins is a more grim version of Butlins.
Yeah, the Pontins in
Pontins is just the Pontins. We've got a Pontins in Southport. Oh my god!
It's just the one down here. It's like always in the news for being terrible. People say,
yeah,
"Oh, it cost me 50 quid for 2 weeks," and I'm turned up and it's a shithole.
The local press, they always report on. People always have terrible experiences there, but you know, the state of the people who go to them places. I'm not surprised.
Yeah. Saw Karen Emanuel once. Oh, sorry, double clicked. About 25 years ago. It was atrocious. I'll take Columbus over that one. I need to see Karen Emanuel. I think it's the only 18 certificate one, but I don't think it's for the nudity.
Be a 15 now, though.
There you go.
Surely.
Prestatyn, that's the one. Thank you. I think that's the one. Hulk the Slayer. Oh, it's Blessor's in that, is it? And he's in. Oh, it's like Monty Python Holy Girl, but not funny. Hulk the Slayer's a big bag of shit. Look at this car. No headrests, no seatbelts.
No. I'll be very surprised if this stream does as many views as a Halloween free one. I'll just say.
I don't know. I think it's got
Carry On Camping is probably not.
Legs. We've got enough middle-aged white men in the chat, so we'll be all right.
Mind you, the Black Christmas one is the worst.
The Cyclops in Krull, that's it, and the Giant.
The Black Christmas stream is the worst. Is what you want. The worst performance streams you've ever done with me. Well, in ever. What? I don't know what black people. Why don't people got to think against Black Christmas?
Got lost in the algorithm.
Yeah, maybe.
Well, that's why we're doing 2019 to get the views back, aren't we?
Mm-hmm. I've ordered my blue wig and glasses to play the role. I'm going to spend the entire stream in character as an SJW.
Well, you got to write a nice beard there to play a proper lady, so that's all right.
Yeah. I like this guy, the coach driver. He's been in a few of them.
Yes. Maybe there's a YouTube video. We're on the actual Pontins it was filmed at, and they actually talked about it on Holiday on the Bus. It's that. I bet it's lots changed since then. Or probably not, if it's Pontins. Emmanuel atrocious. It was an AA, then a 15. Maybe it's probably just a 15 now. Then. What the hell is Babs wearing? And how is that a wig?
Yeah, it looks like it. She was never even that. She was never really that attractive, Barbara Windsor. Really, I
thought that the other day when I watched this one.
Yeah, she's not really that attractive. I mean, when you compare to what's her name from the opening of the film in the camping shop, you know what I mean? It's not in the same league.
Yeah. Exactly. Something wrong, Dr. Super. Bernard Brestow pointed the Ice Warrior in Doctor Who with Patrick Troughton as the Doctor. Forgot that one. See, he did have a lot of serious stuff when he wasn't.
Mr. Driving Sim, it's clearly not really driving.
Yeah. Well, I think, they filmed all this around Pinewood. And because it was November, it was freezing. So when they get to the campsite, they had to stick the leaves back on the trees, paint them green, and then paint the grass on the floor.
Makes you wonder why they did just filming in the summer.
I guess it's probably expensive to film in a campsite and close it down for the summer. Well, it probably isn't even a campsite. It's probably just a field, isn't it?
Yeah.
But yeah, then it was muddy and boggy, and people. The scene with the bra popping off when she's doing the exercises, it was all done by magic. She had a clip on her top, and it was a fishing rod to the bra. On the first go, the guy doing it pulled it too hard and pulled her over into the mud, so she had to go cleaned up and come back. Then the second shot, she didn't cover herself properly, so her boob was showing. And then the third time, they got lucky. And it worked out all right. Emmanuel has the seasiest theme tune ever. It still haunts me 25 years later. I'm definitely going to watch that now. Oh dear, Paul Charles Tree. In Hawk the Slayer, there's a scene I remember where he eats a turkey leg for about 10 minutes. Classic cinema. Yeah.
I love the scene with Charles Hawtrey and the farmer and his farmer's daughter.
Yeah.
When Teddy Scott, when Teddy Scott comes and
yes, I was here last year.
yeah.
Your daughter gave me some. I was wondering if I could have some more. I think the coach driver is still alive. But if you watch this bit now inside the coach, it's a stunt driver when he's not being filmed.
Hey, sir, Stonehenge. I heard an American gentleman say that all those stones were to do with fertility rites.
Apparently, she was her first day of filming. She's supposed to be a posh schoolgirl, but she messed it up, and they just kept her with a real accent. No, Ice Warriors has no hair. Okay, they are armor-plated bodies. Babs never really did it for me at all. I can remember being a young lad watching this one and watching her top pop off, being interested, but watching it now, I can see. Yeah, she was cute, and she was up for it. Yeah, the two things.
Well, she did have an affair with Sir James, didn't she?
Oh yeah, allegedly, wasn't it? Because who was he actually married to, if anyone?
I don't know.
Yeah, because they spent about 20 films pretending they had a thing. Sitting on thistles. I love how she's got badges. I don't know if it's places she's visited. The theme is called Love Crazy or something like that. It's Karen Emanuel. That's the one. Kenny Lynch sang it, if I remember right. Oh dear, good old Kenny Lynch. There's Ben, Rider 818. Good evening. So yeah, we are dealing with Dempsey Makepeace tomorrow night.
Nice.
What did Terry see in her, Jesus?
I used to milk them when I was little. Well, I wouldn't try milking that one. It's only got one tap.
That is a bull. Fancy that.
Yeah, she's. The farmer's daughter was the shopkeeper in Hot Fuzz. She was one of the feminists in Carry On Girls too. Actually, I don't need to do research anymore. I just let the chat do it for me now. Yeah, if they don't even film a bull, it's just hooves running at in the distance and reaction shots.
Clearly jumped.
Yeah, and into an obvious soft pile of stuff. Baby was a decent 1960 film with James Booth called Sparrows. Oh, baby, Babs there. Sparrows can't sing. She could act rather well and looked perky to boot in a few scenes. There you go. Yeah, I guess she probably did a lot of typecasting during the Carry On films. Yeah, you can see how autumnal it is here with its brown leaves everywhere. But I never noticed before. Yeah, that is true. The silhouette scene with them later were totally nabbed in Austin Powers, yeah. And then the Ministry of Defense firing range. Mortar whistles. I know I shouldn't have eaten those radishes. Ah, yes, Mike Myers was from Liverpool, wasn't he?
No, his dad was. I think he was born in Canada, but
Canada early on.
Was he born in Liverpool? I thought he was born in Canada, but his dad was.
Yeah, he was over here. He came back over here, didn't he? Because he was in the Wide Awake Club and stuff like that before he went to SNL. James Booth from 80s ninja movies. Oh, if it's the same as James Booth. I have to check him out later. Hey, Russell. Our first Carry-On film was Up the Jungle when as a kid, when it came out in the cinema. Yeah, there you go. I know. Yeah, I never saw any of these in the cinema because I guess they stopped them in the 70s, and then Carry-On Columbus was so not well received. I didn't go and see it in the cinema.
These films are so old that even before your time.
Yeah. But yeah, they were a regular Sunday afternoon film, weren't they, on ITV? But you'll have to share it with my daughter.
They always seem to put a Carry-On film on, like usually like about 1 o'clock in the morning on New Year's Eve. No, on New Year's Day. There always seems to be a random Carry-On film. Like just like 12:30 in the morning or like at night, just after New Year's Day, and it's just.
Yeah, I remember they did them on Christmas Eve sometimes, midnight movie. I used to stay up and watch them. Carry On Henry and such. See, Russell grew up with the Brit shows. Because hang on, if it's been a year since someone visited the daughter, why is she still pregnant? That's a good point.
She's giving birth to a whale, maybe. I don't know,
an elephant. Liverpool. Sorry, gotta say it right. Milk, is it?
I came here once before, you know. Oh, you did? Yes, but you weren't here, though. Just a young lady. And she gave me a bit. Oh, she did she? Yes, and it was very nice, too. That's why I've come back for some more. I tell me you've got nerve.
By gum. I'm quite willing to pay for it this time. Yeah, and he gets shot in the butt with a 12 bore. Or someone thinner does.
Oh, that's right. I'll have to change my I'll have to just change my StreamYard time. I've got it. Say I'm going live at 11 o'clock.
Oh.
Better change that now.
We could do both. Good evening, Sean. Mike, it's you saw that first. There you go. Because I thought you said 11:30 later, but Terry's very lucky the farmer didn't shotgun him. Well, yeah. Just pellets, I guess.
Right, 11:40 now.
Didn't the network go, yeah? Release Rent-A-Dick on Blu-ray. Sounds familiar. Not like Rent-A-Ghost, but there you go. It's 90 minutes, yeah. YouTube messes up a bit, but we switched to loading time. Yeah, whenever I book, that's why I stopped booking stuff until the clocks changed. Last year it fucked up when I did book them all for GMT. I had to go change them all. Poor boys thought it was a nudist, Connolly. Would you go to a nudist, Connolly?
Would I? No.
Yeah.
Maybe in the summer when it's warmer, but not going in the cold.
In Ibiza or south of France. All asses must be shown. Now, is he just at the wrong paradise campsite? He's gone for a pee, has he? Here he comes now. Here's the pee. Genius. There you go. Playing Down Under's a nudist. There you go. Joe, Mr. Fiddler. I love how the fact they have to pay £1 and that seems extortionate to them. It's a massive note.
Yeah, those old £1 notes from back in the day.
Yes. £1 each. Because, yeah, he's got about 20 quid there. Samsung TVs seem to always get it wrong. Gone for a P. Yeah, there you go. Like how Sid steering wheel turns no relation to the screen hole. Yeah, he's just relaxing on down the road. I miss Frankie Howard. Yeah, he was cool. I think he was all right. Wasn't on any lists.
Frankie Howard was gay, right? Is that my just stating the obvious there?
I don't know. I'm assuming so.
Would have broken my heart if Sid James had been gay. Because well, it's nice to know he was just trying to shag anything that moved, which he was.
Right, I'm going to say, is there anyone in this film that's still alive? But I don't think there is.
Nah, not well. Maybe, obviously, of the minor cast, yeah, but
yeah, probably some of the younger ones, maybe. I've lost my page now. Carry on camping. A jolly good time, says Los Angeles Herald Examiner. It's a joy to be able to sit back and relax with some perfectly silly, old-fashioned, low-down humor. The jokes and gags are non-stop. The LA Times.
LA Times.
Yeah, they wouldn't. I don't know what that review was, but they probably wouldn't agree with that now, would they?
Oh, I don't think anyone in California would take that sort of view now. I think they'd have all sorts of problems with a film like this.
Yes. I never forget accidentally watching one of the Confessions films thinking it was a carry-on film, but then it quickly realized it wasn't. Yeah.
Everyone goes near the knuckle.
Yeah. All the nudity in that one. I remember those. Got a few upstairs. Mix Butterworth up with this one and behind, and he's basically playing the same character. Are you saying Sid James has got no range, or hang on, who's Butterworth? Josh. Peter Butterworth.
Campsite.
I keep forgetting. I never remember any of their names. I watched a Pompeii movie all the time when I was a kid. Yeah, I used to watch the TV series of that. Never understood half the jokes. This is so depressing. The entire cast is dead. Well, yeah, that's true, but because when did Sid James die? Was it 70s?
80s, was it? Was it late 70s, early 80s?
Early 80s, wasn't it? Yeah. I think, wasn't he one of the first ones to go?
Yeah. I think Bernard Bresslaw died in the 80s as well, didn't he? Was it the 90s?
Yeah. Definitely late 80s. Because he was on the films we mentioned. It was
Charles
early 80s.
Kenneth Williams, Charles Hawtrey were the 90s, I think.
I think
Kenneth
so
Williams
too,
was the 90s. I think Kenneth Williams was the 90s. I think Charles Hawtrey was the 90s.
He was in Will o' the Wisp. Oh, yeah. Marty Feldman buggered off to Hollywood in the 70s. He had no interest in entering the Karen films, but did do a sex comedy called Every Home Should Have One. Yeah, he's another one. He died quite early because he wasn't that old in the 80s, was he? Oh, it's raining. Now it's a British holiday. Is that a German flag on the camp shop?
Looks like it.
I don't know the others. Ballsworth Youth Hostel. Always laugh when Bernard pokes the ball up to his ass, complete with silly sound effect. Is it a slide whistle?
Yeah. I'm just going to grab a drink and be back in 2 seconds.
So, yeah, the bus driver thinks he's going to be in the same room as one of the girls for the night. I can't remember her name, but I laughed at her bathing. Pops off, yeah. Barbara Windsor. Oh, Sid died in 76. I think on stage. Was it on stage? Same as who's the guy with the fez? I watched that live, where he passed out live on camera and then died, and everyone thought it was a joke. Barbara Windsor, there you go. Yeah, this another attractive lady. You'll be sharing with me, room 16. Here we go, Thundercracks. The joys of putting up a tent. There we go. Yeah. Tommy Cooper. Thank you, Michael Myers. Jim Dale is still alive. Yeah, Jim Dale. He's doing musical theatre now, isn't he? And then he did.
He must be.
Version
He must be in his 80s, Jim Dale, or close to it.
Yeah, it must be, because I remember he did the US version of the Harry Potter books, audiobooks, and the QI guy who did the British ones, Stephen Fry. There you go. There's the silhouette. Yeah, that's obvious. Ripped off. Oh yeah, he's not. Yeah, he was supposed to be in it. He was supposed to be the bus driver. Jim Dale. Tommy Cooper was the guy that died. Thank you, lads.
Jim
My
Dale's
mum went
88.
out with Tommy Cooper.
Yeah, Jim Dale's 88.
So James, is it? Oh, bloody hell. The comedy bank heist called The Big Job in the 60s with a young Jim Dale. Doesn't ring a bell, that one. Oh, I think that's just checked on Jim Tanner, played by Julian Holloway, who is still alive. There you go.
Oh, nice to know.
But he must have been quite young in this. Pot rattles violently.
Feeling better?
88, there you go. Definitely remember seeing Cooper downstage as a kid, yeah. So not just me then. And it being really awkward, as everyone thought it was part of that. It was, yeah. I've never seen it again.
It was on YouTube. I don't know if it's still on YouTube, but someone uploaded it to YouTube, and it's weird. It's watching it.
It is.
Because he kind of like makes these snoring noises, which is apparently what you do when you die. I know something like the body does, like a natural reaction, and everyone's just like laughing, and it's
because it's the sort of thing he would do, just fall
over.
Pretend it's a joke, but yeah. Love the shadows in the tent. Yeah, it's very clever. I wouldn't have an open flame on as far inside my tent, but
no, I was thinking that myself.
Just down to the undies and put it in a bag. Perhaps it's Mr. Muggins. Hawtrey was already older. He was in silent movies, apparently. Bloody hell. Oh, yeah. Well, if he would have been. Was he be in 40s, 50s of this? I think I do love Carry On Abroad, where they all went to Spain in the TV shows, wasn't it? Step on Sun and all those did movies where they went to Spain. It was just like a car park with sand in Britain.
I like the Are You Being Served?
Yes, that's
the where they go abroad. I like that one.
Oh, he's on fire. And he really is on fire.
So what did they do with that then? He
must have just had some gel on or something that was.
I thought you would have known. I thought you would have researched this.
There's no making ofs for these films.
I thought. No,
you
seem to always know exactly.
There's more trivia on the bra popping off than there is on anything about this film. Written by Talbot Rothwell and someone called Larry. Oh, there you go. He pulls her. Of course, he pulls her top down as he falls over. Mr. Tanner. I fell over and accidentally pulled it off. I'm quite sure. Oh, she's big enough, all right. There you go. You want Tommy's on YouTube? I got a few of his tapes. Stand-up shows. The snoring is the death rattle was scary. How sudden it was. Yeah. Thanks for that, Michael. I think it's abroad where he's pretty much the same age as the actress playing his mum. My mother and father watched Tommy Cooper dying. My dad, who was a paramedic, knew instantly something seriously had happened there. Oh, who's in the shower? Matron. Go away, Dr. Super.
This is another one of those Carry On movies where I remember the first 45 minutes a lot more than the.
Yes,
last
I've
sort of-
never remembered that there was a festival in the next field and they have to get everyone taken out. I never remembered that bit. But yeah, definitely the first half I know a lot more than the second. Who was it that played Kenneth Williams in that dramatization of his life in some BBC Two play?
I've not seen that.
No, I can't remember now. I'm sure someone will tell me. Shout it at me. After the show ended, it was reported by News at 10. Yes, I think I remember that now. Because it would have probably been after 9, maybe. Left Barbara Windsor in EastEnders, yeah. Get out of my pub, you're barred. I think it was the usual writer who was replaced. They started off, they started to go downhill fast because. Let's have a look at the list. Google. Can't spell carry now. Carry. Right, here we go. Franchise. Filmography. So Carry On Sergeant 58 was the first. This, so Carry On Camping 69. Carry On Up to Khyber 68. So yeah. Then Carry On Again Doctor was also 69. Then Carry On Up the Jungle 70. Yeah, they were doing 2 a year. Jungle Unloving 70. Henry Convenient 71. Matron Abroad 72. Carry On Girl 73. Carry On Dick 74. Carry On Behind 75. Carry On England 76. That's Carry On 97, 78 Carry On Emmanuel, and 92 for Columbus. It's a bloody big tent. Indicators plan to release all the Confession films in an LE box set through Sony. I might consider dipping my wig in. Might be worth it for the extensive extras. Yeah. Because what is it? There's 3 Confession films with whatever his name is. Christ.
Robin Asquith.
That's it. And then
there's window cleaner. There's what are the other 2? Is it driving instructor, window cleaner,
pop performer? Oh, and holiday camp. So it's 4 then, is it?
I think driving instructor's 1.
Yeah, definitely is. Oh,
sure.
He sticks his head through. But then, what's the other? It's not Confessions of, but there's a Taxi Driver and Plumber. What was that? It's a similar of a thing.
Is that not a Confessions movie?
No, they're different actor. Well, there's 3 of those films as well. Taxi Driver, Plumber, and something else. Couldn't make Love Thy Neighbor today.
No. I do like Love Thy Neighbor. It's just
they wouldn't get the jokes.
No, the joke's on the white guy though. So it's
yeah, exactly. That's what the thing. No one understands context of it anymore. Yeah, the festival bit does feel out of place, and then the fact they run a cable through their necklaces, the giant necklaces, to pull them out of the way. Michael Sheen. That sounds right. That's who
because he plays everyone who's like used to be a real person, doesn't
he? Tony Blair, Wesley Snipes.
He's the guy who said that only Welsh people should play Welsh characters.
Did he?
Yeah.
Isn't he the Nottingham Forest football manager as well?
Exactly. He's played non-Welsh characters. So I don't know where he's coming from with that.
Yeah. That does make it. Oh, Jay just went off to watch Tommy Cooper die. That's nice. Cheers for that. The Love Thy Neighbor guy died quite recently, I think. Was there an American version of that?
Did they go to Australia in that as well? Didn't they try and do
Who?
like an Australia Love Thy
Oh.
Neighbour? Didn't he do a version in
I
Australia? He
dunno.
goes to Australia or something. Maybe I'm wrong. I could have sworn he goes to Australia at least in one of the episodes.
Nice.
It's clearly not in Australia, I don't think, but
Okay, just a big light on. Indicator. Let's look at. Screaming was always my favorite. I remember being young enough to find Odd Bod very scary indeed. Yes, I'm the same. It's big goofy teeth. Oh, there's a subtle hint to this being. They got a rainbow umbrella next to them, and there's two men sharing a tent. I'm picking up all the things now.
oh, way before that, all that. I'm not buying that. I'm not buying that.
No, I think it was probably before a rainbow was political.
I highly doubt Sid James would be up for that.
And the speeded up action of the
Yeah.
thing. Yeah, see, where are all these people normally? Because the actors, the actress from Are You Been Served is in EastEnders and on the Buses episode. Is that Olive? Oh yeah, Olive's, yeah. So she was Barbara Windsor's sister in EastEnders as well. Oh no, Are You Been Served? That's the other one. Bloody hell. The young one who is in the laundrette. What's her name? She was the young bit of fluff in Are You Been Served, and then she was in the cardigans in the the laundrette. EastEnders then. It's Adventures. There you go. That's the one. Thank you. I always mix them up, as you can tell. Yeah, so it's Adventures of a Taxi Driver and Adventures of a Plumber and stuff like that. Both 18 certificate, and then the nudities just at the beginning of the adventures. There's like a full frontal or naked lady in the beginning, first 5 minutes, and then nothing for the rest of the film. Jay likes the confession movies. I think the adventures are, Adventures of it. A Plumber's Mate, that was it. I can't remember which one I got upstairs, but I think it's Pre-Cert. But it's so old and rickety, I don't think it plays very well. And it's well loved. I'm surprised they are doing that, as the Adventures series wasn't a big hit for them. Yeah, that's what got my strike on YouTube.
I'd forgotten that it takes them so long for the schoolgirls to get to the camp. It's like
because we're like 50 minutes and they're not there yet, are they?
Yeah,
hour and 24
within half an hour. Yeah,
I always assumed they were there from the beginning. Remember short-lived curry and chips with sick Britcom. That does sound familiar and very offensive. Spike Milligan probably brown facing up.
I know you're subscribed to that YouTube channel, the Foot of Our Stairs, is it? The guy who covers all like the old 80s sitcoms.
Oh yeah.
I'm sure you're subscribed to the guy. Yeah, some of the shows he mentions, like from the 80s and 90s, like some of these sitcoms that came and went. My God, there's been so many that I don't remember. Or barely remember, and they were terrible.
Yeah.
I mean, just so many bad sitcoms.
There's a reason they didn't last, wasn't there?
God.
Although I think Russ Abbott remade Married with Children, and it only lasted one season.
Yeah, don't do a British remake of Married with Children. Yeah, don't do an American remake of The In-Betweeners. You know,
Welsh are dogs in rugby. Oh, oh dear, starting all right now. I was certain I'm not certain Michael Sheen, really meant that as much as he was saying there's been a lot of shit fake Welsh accents.
He can't really say that because then he'd have to say that, well, certain people can't play certain historical characters, which is what they tend to do now. And because he's a raging lefty, it would be a bit controversial for him to say something like that. So he's got to tread carefully with that.
See if any old tweets come up. on the buses had a crappy spin-off with just Blakey called "Don't Drink the Water," where he goes to live in Spain. That does sound like a good idea, but yeah, I'm guessing they didn't film it in Spain. Oh,
Is he still alive, Blakey? He was made to look older. He was made to look older in that show, I'm sure, because I remember seeing him like 20 odd years ago, and he didn't look that much different from when he was in On the Buses.
No,
so
I seem to remember him coming back in something, but he's in one of the Adventures in Plumber's Mate. He's the plumber. But he plays the same characters on the buses. There's a lot of triangle bras in this. It's like watching Tomb Raider from the 90s. It's been a long time coming, quite literally, but I'd imagine the transfers to Sony will be top muff. Well, yeah, so you're going to go 70s smut films. And you want them in the best quality. Good evening, Scottish Geek Guy. Welcome. Miss Brahms, that's it. Thank you. Good day, Geek Guy. I think the only movie I've seen is Carry On Columbus. Oh, dear. Yeah, that's one of the worst. But I still need to watch it.
Yeah, Reg Varney was Michael Myers. Reg Varney was like 94, I think, when he died.
Yeah, he young, I think. I shouldn't remember. So you're doing a good job. Pauline Fowler, that's it. Michael, I know. Wendy Richards, that's her. Hard to believe she was a sex symbol back in the day. Scottish Geek Horror Cat Dad's in the house. He is nomination for what is it now? YouTuber Entertainer of the Month on Professor Macabre's channel. Him and some others.
Is that the one you invented to win a award? Is that the one you invented to win an award?
No, it's not the one I wanted to have my own award. That was YouTube, non-horror YouTuber. I invented that one.
Okay. I've lost track of how many awards there are now.
I need to make myself another award because
you can't win them now. You're too big a channel.
Yeah, but if I make my own again, I can just I can make the rule that I have to be nominated every time, so and I can win as much as I like. Because this is a dictatorship, not a whatever the other opposite is. I rule with an iron fist on my channel. Empire Post podcast recently had some chat on the Carry On movies. They tried to list as many from memory in release order. Yeah, I couldn't do that because I just read the list of the 70s ones and I was way off thinking which order they came out.
Yeah, I think I had this down as a 70s. I thought that this was like 71 or 70.
I thought this was like 71. Yeah,
I didn't know this was a 60. This looks like a 70s movie to me.
It does. Everything about it is 70s, like you said. I thought
feels it
69 doesn't make no sense. Despite I know it's the end of the Mr. Same with John Inman, yes. I'm free. He was a singer as well in the 70s, John Inman. He had some albums out. Yeah, the other girl is better than Barb Windsor in this. Columbus made the mistake of using actual comedians. Most of the Carry On stars were stage actors. Yeah, that is true because they brought all the alternative comedians for the 80s to be in a Carry On film, which obviously didn't work. And it was shit. Those adventure movies are dreary as hell. Yes, they are. I watched all 3 this year, and I thought, yeah, there's not much going on in these. He gets in some trouble. Well, he has a shag at the beginning, gets into some trouble with some gangsters or something, and then has to do something to pay off the gangsters or do a job for the gangsters, and hilarity does not ensue. The confession films have been asked for so many times. Sony put out a DVD box set many years ago, but it wasn't up to much. Yeah, I wasn't wondering if they were actually out on DVD or anything. Because I've only got a couple of VHS. The Foot of Our Stairs is a great channel. There you go. No point doing Married Children without Ed O'Neill. Indeed. That's why they're bringing it back in animated form. The Russ Abbott Married Children was awful. Yeah, I remember. I think I only watched 1 or 2 episodes at the most.
Don't even remember that.
It was,
Who played his daughter in it?
oh, fuck those. The chat will tell us. Yeah, the other way around. It does work. The USA does some good ones, but then they also did some shit ones. Red Dwarf, In-Betweeners. Did they do Absolutely Fabulous as well?
Yeah, I think so. I'm trying to think what free is he talking? He's obviously talking about The Office. I'm guessing if you can class that as a sitcom. What do you class that as a sitcom? No, it's not really a sitcom, is it?
Sort of, isn't it?
Well, I mean, if he is referring to The Office,
yeah.
I'm trying to think what other two could qualify, because I can't really think of anything that's sort of like travelled well from.
Yeah, it's a good point. What is gone the other way? I went through those 1 foot in a. Oh, I was going to say 1 foot in the graves video. Foot in the Stars, and it depressed me how many I'd forgotten sitcoms I remembered. Yeah, there's a trouble. Like Bottle Boys with Robin Asquith, I think, came out in the 80s, didn't it? I remember that. Stephen Lewis only died recently. He was much younger than Reg Varney, who played Stan. Yeah, wouldn't look at him. Oh, it's all right. It's our aunties. Well, they do look old enough. What a shock. A pseudo-liberal like Michael Sheen being exposed as a hypocrite. You two, get your own channel, podcast, see what happens. You just read the Daily Mail out. I had a lot of pleasure playing Tomb Raider in the 90s. What can you make her do? Get the angles and the camera out. The rest of the King Kong Bundys, where they got their last name, and was in 2 episodes. Yes, because when I first saw it, I thought they're named after the serial killer, but years later I found out they weren't.
It's probably a fairly common name in the US, maybe.
Well, yeah, exactly. Oh, here's the exercise bit. Or is it? No, this is the first exercise bit. They do it again the next day with Babs. Or is it? No, she's there.
No, I think this is. Yeah.
I might have missed it earlier.
Yeah, this is it.
Bone.
Stretch.
Touch your toes.
And a rip. Now, hip stride. Arms swinging from side to side. Begin.
So would they have teenage girls now doing this in a campsite?
With 50-year-old men leering at them.
Oh, shit. I've got to take the CV off. Yeah, I think it's one of those situations I always thought you did see everything, but I'm guessing not.
No.
Oh, no. Cassie Jakes rips her hand off and exposes one, and then she quickly puts it back on. So I think that's the second cut they used. Indicator Power needs to stick around. Probably my favorite boutique label after Arrow. Don't know if I've got any by Indicator. I never actually look when I buy these things. Yes, there are awards. You can make your own like I did, or you can be wheeling your way into the other situations. Who's doing it? The Yanks have got it at the moment. And then I lost my awards. I don't know who's got it now.
Yeah, it's like when the Horror YouTube of the Month, I think I won it in the... I won it.
Yeah,
about a year ago. I've totally lost track of where it's up to now. Apparently, there's a playlist though. There's a playlist apparently where you can. I found it where it's everyone who's ever won it, going right back to the original. Because I don't know who started it. I have no idea.
No, it's been going before I started YouTube as well.
It does get It's. I mean, it's. I nominated JT and Dave, and their channels have like really. Obviously, they put out a lot of content, so that helps. But it's helped them a lot. Didn't do fuck all for my channel, like, but you know.
Where have you been the last month?
No, I've been doing fuck all. It's probably why I haven't gained any subscribers.
Well, yeah, you were supposed to do at least 2 watch parties.
I've cancelled about. I've cancelled about 6. I didn't do anything in October, which is the month where I was meant to do a lot, and I didn't do anything.
Well, technically, October's for poser horror fans, isn't it? Because all channels do something horror. 9/9. But you can do it all the year round. Even though Larry, right? Did I shout out? Oh yes, I did. And he's just done a video of Ed 209 and something else I wanted. £1. Everything's a £1. Yeah. They spent £10 on this camping holiday. Oh, they're off to the showers.
Same ablution. Yeah. Did you wash them? I don't wash yesterday. So you'll have another wash today.
But I'm on holiday. Oh, you can see the mud now. It's in their bloody sandals. Right, where are we? 1 archive, 2 friends. I'm still holding out for many more years. Their transfers and restorations are the best in the business. Must take a lot of time and effort.
There's a problematic scene right there. You've got boys and girls toilets.
Oh, I'm offended.
Non-binary. Where's the non-binary? So where's the unisex toilets?
Well, exactly.
So James could just identify as a woman and walk straight in, couldn't
he? He could. No one would be able to do a thing about it when he's rubbing one off in there. Can't kink shame him either. Could probably
breast floor and Carry On Girls dressed up as a woman.
You should.
He could stroll right in.
Join the beauty pageant. It's Sid Boggle. You have to speak up.
This scene reminds me of Porky's.
It does, doesn't it? No razor blades or cigarette ends to be left in the sink. Oh, apparently I forgot. You can. One of the girls in the shower. She's wearing a bathing suit when she's showering. Ah, yes, Dumpster and Makepeace tomorrow. Our dad's favorite TV show. Yeah, that's only 30 episodes, but it's great. Yeah, good stuff.
Glynis Barber, one of my young.
Emmanuel was weird. Yes, definitely. I rewatching you. She still looks good now, but it's one of those introductions like Amy Pond in Doctor Who, where she's like dressed as in slutty gear when you first see her in a bar, East End bar. Jack Douglas, but with his normal voice, he wasn't doing his random freak hits. Oh, him. It's easy to forget how big Russ Abbott was. Yes, Russ Abbott's Madhouse.
He just disappeared in the 80s, didn't he?
Yeah, I guess he's one of those that people lost interest in because he was everywhere doing the singing. Filthy beasts. I think they tried to redo Fawlty Towers about 3 times. But yeah, they're trying to do it again now, aren't they? Yeah, because they were trying to do Manuel, where he owns the hotel, doesn't he? But with none of the other cast. And then they're trying to bring it back now. Russ has got all episodes of Dwarf on DVD. US Office is a sitcom. Michael, yes. Big on the buses fan. Manuel, there you go. I'm way behind. Hattie's disappearing and reappearing. Headwear distracts me from the boobage. I forgot to mention that. Thank you. Yeah. Her turban is in random shots. If you were a gentleman, you'd close your eyes. 13 when I first saw the first episode of On the Buses. A lot of shows brought over copies by the US and ended up turning into sitcoms. I would say US Shameless is a crazy good one. Yeah, that lasted in the US.
Yeah, because the guy who played Lip, I think, in Shameless, the US, is like now this big movie star, isn't he? Yeah. He's in like this new wrestling biopic. He's in this show called The Bear, which is like really big now. But I think he got his break in the Shameless TV show, the US version.
Seek is dropping. Bless His House was a great temp TV show with Sid James and Duana Coupland. Even the Rank film is pretty decent. Exploding beers in a shed. I should remember that. I'm not sure what. I need to check out what 70s sitcoms I got on VHS. I got Bless His House. No, not Bless His House. Maybe. I think I got Bless His House. I got. Damn. Not doing well tonight. It's because you're Pete Best. There you go. Pete Best is a faker. That'll teach them to ban turbans on the buses. Ooh. Showers. Nothing beats the Starship Trooper showers. Yes. That's multi-sex showers. Well, apparently, if you watch Alien, on the computer in the background at the beginning, when all the dead people are being listed, the woman from the first one that isn't Ripley, she's down as a non-binary back in 1986. Or trans something. All the family came from Till Death Was Part. Three Company was Man About the House, and Sanford and Son came from Stepson and Son. Yeah. Russell knows. Yeah, Man About the House. That was the spin-off from that one?
George and Mildred.
Yes, that's the other one I've got. Would have thought unisex bogs would be a thing by now. The girls they can experience the horrors and stink we're all used to. Yes, they'll soon change their mind, wouldn't they, if they had men in the toilets? Just like in Ally McBeal. Was that the first TV show that had unisex toilets on a TV show or something? And never took off. Bless This House as a film. Good evening, Philip. How are you? Playing us. No knew that, Russell. I used to love Sanford. Yes. It's a lot different in the UK. You dirty old man. That's one that went to Spain. Is Russ Abbott still alive? I think so.
I think he is, yeah.
Yeah.
He may not even be that old. I mean, because Les Dennis is about 70.
Yes, that's a good point.
Because he was with, so he may not even be that old. He might only be
he just looked. I guess
75, maybe. Yeah.
But yeah. Hey, Phil. Oh, yeah. So now what's he doing in Red Label? There is some product placement in this. Because this was filmed at Pinewood and they were filming Bond films at the same time. So Roger Moore would have been around somewhere. I wasn't going to bring this up, but I did hear about that Wanker Zaslav's cancelling that Acme and Wild Coyote movie so Warner's could pocket the insurance. What's this about? Oh, be right back. I have to use the Kazi. Oh, reminds me of Up the Khyber. Oh, here we go. Yeah, she's supposed to be I'm guessing. How old are the girls supposed to be, you reckon? 16, 17, 18?
I'd say about 18.
Oh, yeah, this is the only time they went to Devon was for the outside shots of this abbey.
I've totally forgotten this scene even existed.
I did. I didn't remember this at all. I thought, what the hell's going on here? Yeah, so I remember nothing. God bless Paul Verhoeven, indeed, bless him. He hasn't been around for about 20 years. Keeps turning me down because he's got nothing to promote. I think he's never going to have anything to promote. He's probably retired. Don't talk to me about Robocop. Nothing going to be sad enough to skim through Aliens to find that now. You'll need a very HD version, and it's Veronica Cartwright's the actress in the background. It gives a list of the profiles, apparently. But that does mention Aliens that when the Marines are eating dinner about the Tandorians or whatever, it doesn't matter if they're a boy or a girl. Doing good. Good boy, Phil. Hang on. There you go. I haven't heard that about Franz Zaslav. Is quite something though. You hear stuff through the grapevine, but often it's rumors. Who is this Frank Zaslav? Do you know him? Sounds like a Cockney gangster. RoboCop had mixed showers too. Yeah, it did, but it wasn't as obvious because there was only I think one lady in the background. That's why he did it in Starship Troopers. You can see there's women in the changing rooms, but I don't know if the shower scene made it. Facts, Michael. There you go. For fuck's sake, that mug. Too many right wingers on this channel again. Although I think Ricky's, because he's an actor now, he might be turning left.
Yeah, Ricky's going to go woke.
Russ Abbott is still around. I think the reason he disappeared, he focused on stage work. There you go.
What's the Brit? I've not heard of any stage work he's done either.
Only Fools and Horses, which I think Mike and I will be discussing in Christmas specials in December.
Oh, so I got the pleasure of company twice in December.
You offered.
Yeah. I thought I was only good enough for one once a month appearance, but you know.
Well, you're not good enough for Blade Runner, but you're good enough.
Oh no, I'm not discussing Blade Runner.
Black Christmas.
I don't mind the movie, but I don't know nearly enough about that film to talk about it. I don't like 20. I don't like Blade Runner 2049. What is a Kazi? It's a toilet.
Why is it called that?
Why is it called a Kazi?
Yeah,
I have no idea.
No, nor do I. I was gonna say, yeah, it's bathroom. Yeah, a polite way of saying it. I'm in the Kazi, as he says in Dog Soldiers.
I don't know if Kazi's like is it Cockney Ryman slang or something? I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know if it's like an old thing. Maybe it is like from the colonialism days. The furthest they ever got was Wales for Khyber. I need to find out, see if I can see any of their filming locations. Zaslav still keeps taking hits at physical media in the States. Just look at the sloppy handling of 4K releases. Oh, okay. That's not a good time. Open All Hours and Rising Damp. Yeah, Rising Damp's a good one. And Open All Hours, Art Rights Till. A young David Jason in those. Oh, he says he's not going to go left. If someone offers him a role of
he says that
a remake of the Crying Game, I think
they'll pick up some old tweets or some old YouTube videos and he'll be cancelled.
The Acme and the Koichi movie had a $30 million budget and it's had great test scores, but I still think it will lose money. Oh, I didn't even know it was coming out. I don't know. Wonder who he's related to Diane Abbott. Never know these days. So here are the hippies. These are some of the local teenagers from the area. All night rave. Not like the raves used to go to in the 90s. Horses. Only Fools and Horses, yes. Can't wait for the new Snow White to come out. Yes, I think maybe Ricky's up for a part in that as one of the dwarfs or magical creatures.
Can you imagine a rave now? A rave in 20, like what are raves now? Just people like doing like Instagram videos and just like looking at the screen.
It would be like a silent disco.
Nobody's taking ecstasy or anything. It's just like it's just pathetic.
You want to increase people's anxieties. Yeah, I seem to remember Carrying Abroad being a sandy car park outside Pinewood. That's what the beach was. That's what I heard. Our Late called it and was mentioned on an episode. Are You Being Served? Oh, there you go. A remake of the Crying Game, yes. Ricky is obviously the person with a dick in that one. There you go. What's this music?
See, this feels 60s with the hippies.
Yeah, this the music and the hippies and the flower buds. 8 p.m. Saturday, August the 10th. When it's obviously autumn and muddy as fuck. It's because they've had to put stuff down for them to dance on. Not a bad wigs and hats. Yeah, I do not remember this bit at all. And I've seen this film many times. It's only when I watched it the other night that I saw it. I thought, what the hell is this? Lousy hippies. 70 million for an animated film. Jesus, Warner Brothers can... What can you say? Chuck Jones would have loved a quarter of that overspend. Yeah. Andy would have done something amazing with it.
Yeah, it's.
I can't believe they spent 330 million on that Snow White movie. Yeah.
Disney,
They just
Disney have
money.
lost. Disney have lost.
Yeah, they haven't even
lot.
released.
I mean, they just throw money away. It's just they just don't really seem to understand that. They don't understand. People don't want to watch this shit.
Doing well. But the DSG ratings, that's important. Or is it ESG? Allo was a great sitcom, yeah.
I hated
comedy about the
Allo.
Nazis now and see what happens.
I hated
You hated
Allo.
it?
Yeah.
I liked it the early season. I did after he had his accident. It did.
It
go
went on
downhill.
too long. If it had gone for like 10 years
Well, that
or
is it.
something.
It did go. I
Yeah.
definitely did not see the later series.
Yeah. Vicky Michelle by the end was looking a bit haggard. I like the early the very first the first couple of seasons or series, I should say series of Hello. There's one of them the waitresses who worked in the cafe. It wasn't Vicky Michelle. The other one is one of like the hottest women I've ever seen in my life, and she fucking left after like series 2.
Yeah,
they
came back.
Blonde woman, Vicky Michelle. No, she was brunette. She was like sort of straight brown hair.
Yeah, after she left.
And yeah, she never really did too much, but yeah, they replaced her with some blonde who was nowhere near as nice. But Vicky Michelle just was there year after year. It's a bit like Heidi High. You know, you had the 3 yellow coats. You had Sylvia, who was not very attractive. She always had like 2 far more attractive friends. They'd always be replaced every season and replaced with another. But she'd always stay, and she was like the least attractive of them. And it was like, they never really did. They were only ever eye candy anyway, but they kept her.
Well, exactly.
I do love Heidi High.
I
love Heidi High.
Yes. Oh, I took the wrong. According to Alan Partridge, the Crime Game sequel would need to have a man with a fanny. Well, there you go. Would he be just has to identify as a man. Or it could be a bloke with a woman with a dick. I'm wondering why you didn't want to sleep with her. It's particularly ironic when you consider that Disney had a reputation for the cheapest studio in the 80s and 90s. Yeah, they had a terrible 80s, they had a massive 90s, and then they threw it away again. I see. Carry On Abroad was filmed just up the road from Pinewood. Definitely nowhere tropical. They were lucky to get a sunny day. Yeah, so they made the rave leave. Even though it's 8, not even going on that late. And then, yeah, the girls have gone with them. Glad I got a big screen telly so I can see the film better. Oh, I see. They all love burning money on the bloated shit. $330 million. You could run a small country on that for 10 years, indeed. How many dialysis machines does that buy? Peter, look, they've stolen our tandem. I think that's not Hattie Jakes on there. Monte Carlo next year. Saw Vicky Michelle's Pantos again. I had a crush on her back on the day, yes. Linda Desardi is doing Panto in Western Supermare this year.
She can't still be attractive, surely.
A guild for whatever they're called. Babs and Fanny were coming over to our tent. Of course, they're called Babs and Fanny. Dad's Army, Fawlty Towers. Yeah, they're great ones. Dad's Army had a
Fawlty
film.
Towers. Wasn't a big fan of Dad's Army. Did love Fawlty Towers.
I only liked it when it went to the 70s. I didn't like the black and white ones. Yeah, grew up with those. Oh, he is a big lad. There you go. Oh, Bernie. Oh, Cooey. Oh, yeah, the mum turns up. Do you remember Dear John with Ralph Bates?
Yeah,
Yes.
I love Dear John. And you can't find it anywhere.
Yeah.
I've looked.
I was
Is it
gonna say,
available on
I've never seen it since it was on air.
Never seen. No. And it was brilliant.
Yeah.
The one of the brunette girl who went on to 2.4 Children, who I had a massive crush on back in the day. She was in it. I always remember Kirk, the guy with the medallion.
Oh, of course.
Yeah. But yeah, that it was a John Sullivan. Consider it was a John Sullivan. It was John Sullivan, right? Wasn't it?
Yeah, so it says.
John
yeah,
Sullivan wrote it.
Remember him.
I just seems to have disappeared. I'll have to check YouTube
Yeah,
to
it's
see if
one
there's
of those rights issue things. If it's on BritBox or anything. Oh, there you go. And that's it. There's no end titles. It's done. Right. There we
I
go.
know it just ends. I've just gone.
Yeah, there's just not even a thank you. Just it's a rank film, a J. Arthur film. I remember. The only girl I can remember singing Panto was Jet.
Yeah, well, we all remember Jet.
Yes, everyone remembers Jet. And Saturday evenings in the early 90s, it was like Baywatch and Gladiators. So it was just like, it was like Kleenex time. Over 2 hours. Ulrika Johnson.
Yeah.
Last time I saw Linda Sarti on TV, she looked pretty good. Yeah, I think she's probably playing an evil queen or something, so she's gonna be caked in makeup. But if I see her in town, I'll let you know. Can't get enough of on the buses. Carrying up the Khyber, yeah. I do like Khyber. The British are having a meal and they're being bombed and just carrying on eating their meals. Dear John, doesn't ring a bell. I remember Citizen Smith. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Before my time, that really. It was like 70s, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was a small one. Yeah. Jet, Lightning, Panther. Fucking hell. Don't think I've got any gladiators. Oh, look who's just turned up.
Bit late now, mate. Fucking hell. I know you've been streaming.
Yeah, we're wrapping up. So Dave, Mike can get on his channel.
I'll send you the link in a minute, mate.
All right. Well, thanks for joining me, Michael.
No problem.
And we'll see you in December for 2 shows. Look at that. Aren't we spoiling everyone? Black Christmas 2019. Last one, the one I saw had Jet and Cobra. Ooh. Right, so yeah. Dempsey Makepeace tomorrow night, 7:30. Lightning was good on the rings. Keep it clean. It's a family show. Right. Till next time. Go over to Mike's channel in a couple of minutes. What are you doing?
Just a random stream. Just talking about all sorts of shit with Dave. So
okay. We'll have one last comment. Be still my aching wrist. There you go. Everyone loves to have haters. All right, take care, everyone. Good night. See you in a minute on Mike.